wondered why some people spend their entire lives trying to prove they matter, why they work harder, love harder, sacrifice more, yet still feel unseen. What if that wound began before they even understood what love was? And what if ancient India already knew the answer because thousands of years ago there was a boy named Karna and his story surprisingly feels modern. Imagine being born extraordinary, gifted, powerful, chosen by destiny, but abandoned the moment you enter the world. No explanations, no goodbyes, no chance to ask, why wasn't I enough? Think about it. Because sometimes the child inside us never stops asking that question. And this hidden wound shaped every single decision Karna would ever make. Karna was born to Princess Kunti, a child blessed by Sun God himself. He was born wearing divine armor and earrings, symbols of protection, symbols of greatness. But fear changed everything. Kunti placed him inside a basket and let the river carry him. History remembers Karna as a warrior. But here's what most people miss. The real tragedy wasn't the battlefield. It was growing up believing he had to earn the love he never received. Sometimes people don't seek success, they seek proof that they deserve to be loved. And that's what explains Karna's made one decision that changed his entire life. When Duryodhana accepted him, Karna gave him absolute loyalty, even when it cost him every single thing. Modern psychology calls this attachment trauma. The fear of being rejected again and again. The fear of not belonging. Misconception. People think validation seeking comes from ego, but often it comes from emotional hunger. People pleasing isn't always kindness. Sometimes it's survival. And suddenly, Karna's story feels less ancient and more personal. I never thought about it that way. Today, we seek validation through likes, followers, grades, achievements, relationships, comparisons, burnouts, approvals. Yet the feeling remains, am I enough? Maybe that's why Karna still resonates today, because many people aren't chasing success, they are chasing acceptance, emotional refrain, and maybe the abandoned child inside us doesn't need more applause. Maybe they need compassion. But wait, there's more lesson nobody talks about. What if healing begins the moment you stop proving your worth and start believing it already exists? History remembers Karna as tragic, but perhaps he was also human. A reminder that wounds don't make us weak, they make us understandable. The loudest achievements are often built on the quietest pain. You do not become valuable because someone finally chooses you. You are valuable before anyone had the chance to reject you. That is why the lesson Karna never fully received, and maybe that's the lesson we all need today. Maybe mythology isn't mythology at all. Maybe our ancestors understood emotional wounds better than we do. Maybe mythology was psychology all along. And maybe the person you've been trying hardest to convince is yourself. Because if Karna teaches us validation, wait until you hear what another Mahabharata reveals about anxiety, self-doubt and inner battle. Comment enough if you're learning to value yourself. Comment Karna if you ever felt unseen.